Hello, Wolfram Packamigo thingies. Today I want to talk to you about artificial intelligence. Now I'm going to start this video with what may be a controversial statement, but I like AI as a technology. I have been interested in AI for a long time, and for a while I was always that weird guy who would tell other people about AI developments enthusiastically. My interest in AI started with this guy, carykh, and if you know him, you probably also know that he is kind of a legend. You've probably heard him from either Scale of the Universe, which is an educational website, or Battle for Dream Island, which is an animated web series. He also has his own channel where he's mostly used it to show off cool tech-related stuff that he has coded. Now, 8 years ago, which is crazy to say, in 2017, he released this video called Teaching Convolutional Neural Networks to Give Me Friends. This wasn't the first AI video that he made, but it's the one that introduced me to his YouTube channel. I don't know what it was about this video, but everything about it was so enthralling that I had to go and see all of his other AI videos and subscribe and see all the ones that came in the future, and I got really interested in the technology. I remember this website, This Person Does Not Exist, which I think released in 2018 or 2019, and when I first saw it, I was so amazed. And I would show this to everyone, and I'd be like, hey, did you know that this is like computer-generated image, that this is not like a real person? And then I remember, GPT-2 came out, and I thought that was really interesting, and all these developments. And then in 2022, two important things happened. The first was the last piece of AI technology that I was enthusiastic about, and that was DALL-E Mini. DALL-E is an AI image generator, and for a while the public couldn't easily access the technology, but in 2022 they released a worse version of the model that let you easily input prompts such as this, Kermit the Frog 9/11. This was in spring of 2022, and there were images like this all over the internet of people putting in stupid prompts into this thing and sharing the funny results. And as you can see, the images are very uncanny, but you can still tell that they are indeed what you typed in. And I thought this was so cool because, up to this point, most of AI image generation had been focused on human faces, but this was something new. Here's another one, Homestuck Troll Jordan Peterson. That sounds so funny. Then, the second important thing that happened in 2022 was the release of ChatGPT, as you can see here in November of that year. This is what made me start to sour on the technology. Because here's the thing with AI, it's completely values neutral. There's so many amazing things it can be used for, it can make us only have to work for like 15 hours a week, or it could treat diseases much better. It could do so many things. It could automate a lot of annoying busy work. But the reason I say AI makes me sad is because right now, none of that is happening. Right now, we're still in the early stages, and this AI stuff is mostly just spamming the internet, which is so fucking annoying and irritating, by the way, but I'll get to that a bit more. But beyond that, a lot of people are rightfully worried about it automating jobs and it being used for warfare because, yeah, it is already being used for those things. But right now, what makes me hate this technology is just how everything on the internet is chock full of dumb garbage that has no reason to exist. Now I'm going to be completely candid with you and say what I think the problem is, because I do think there is a source of the issue, and it's capitalism. I hate to be that guy to always, say the solution is communism, but it low-key's true. There's little to no incentive to spam the internet with random AI garbage if you don't think you're going to make money off of it. There's little to no incentive to use AI in war if you're not warring between different states representing bourgeois interests. And there's no reason to worry about AI automating jobs if under a socialist mode of production, that's just a good thing. In this scenario, you're not going to be replaced by the AI and have your livelihood threatened, but you're just going to be able to use your time for more stuff that you actually want to do. But we don't live in that world, so this technology, which I think is amazing and could be one of the greatest technologies humanity has ever invented if used for the good, is not being used for that. And it's not because people are greedy, it's not because people are evil, it's not because the technology's bad, it's not because of the so-called oligarchy or so-called techno-feudalists or so-called tech bros or billionaires or any of that stuff. It's because of capitalism. Just point the blame where it really is. Anyways, that's all I have to say. That's why AI makes me sad. Bye bye, Wolfram Packamigo thingies.